Yo, what is up, my friends? How y'all doing? You sound better, bro. Yeah. It's cold this weekend, man. Us Texans, man, we aren't prepared for that cold. What's up, Grayson? What's up, GT Jack? John Foster, how's it going? Stephen Farmer. Jake, my man, what's going on? Supply. Where's the supply, bro? Supply. Yep, man. Yep. It looks like a winter wonderland out there, JD. Or D Jeep. Hey, nice. That's a great question, Crypto John. We'll get into that, man. I mean, right now, you haven't swept this high yet, so I still think you need to sweep this high. That would give us what we're looking for, which is like a 15-minute market structure break out of the golden pocket. But for now, we're chilling. This is all internal structure. We've also got our sweep level up here at like 91. Sol hit our box a little bit earlier than Bitcoin did, so we took a short on that, hit TP1, stopped out at entry. But that was the pink box here on Sol. I must have deleted it, but we had a pink box right here on the 4-hour GP. Sol hasn't taken the high either, which makes me a little more optimistic that Bitcoin can at least come up here and sweep the high. What's up, Dutchy? How's it going, brother? Learned so much from you and Alex. Yeah, dude, Alex is a gangster. Alex is an absolute gangster. What's up, Bruce? Andrew Cameron, what's going on, buddy? Alright, well, let's jump into this because I know a lot of you guys want to watch Alex today, so let's get into this Bitcoin TA. So, on the 4-hour, our strong high remains up here at 91,000. We're still waiting for 91,000 to break. I'm still interested in a sweep down here. Did we pull the 1-hour? So we SFP'd the 1-hour structure here. Let's get some of this out of the way. Is that internal or external 1-hour? Let's see, 1-hour, pull the low. You take it, pull the low. You don't take the high here. Break 1 hour. And it's kind of internal structure on the 1 hour. Let's clean this up a little bit. We got all this shit in here. Okay, so on the 4 hour, we're still looking for it's kind of a macro overview, right? If you want us to get rid of Beefy up here, who's been doing his job, right? Guilty until proven innocent, expect rallies to fail. You got to come break 91,000. That would be your 4 hour bullish break of structure. I'm still looking at the sweep of this low down here, like 85.8. If we were able to sweep this, we can set up some 1 hour structure to come up and be broken, which would be nice because right now our 1 hour structure is still sitting up here at like 91,000 as well. Looking at the 15 minute. So we had our nice 15 minute J-Pow at the lows here. Comes up. You SFP the 15 minute here. Then you end up breaking it to come up and SFP the highs to come back down and attack. To then finally come up and break 15 minute here. Which is nice because now that we've broken 15 minute bullish here. All we need to do is take this high and our external 15-minute market structure comes right here. Now, you'll notice in the weekly market pulse, one of the trade setups that I was talking about is actually starting to play out here, right? Right. And that is a 15-minute market structure break at the pink box, which is very possible. So I'm going to go ahead and set an alert on taking this high here so we can be aware of that. If we do take that high, then we're just looking for this low to break. Otherwise, if we are going to continue up, we have... We already tapped the soda block. We already tapped the soda block. Yeah, we have pretty clear skies back up to 91 if we are able to break through this level here. If we look at the 30-minute... Yeah, you might have some resistance like 90,300. That's unmitigated. Did we mitigate this? Yeah, I'd say you might have some resistance like 89.5 and then some resistance. If you break 89.5, it's a pretty quick move up to 90,300. Clear that, and yeah, you're looking at 91. Now the question is, ooh, it's getting hot in here. Hold on, 1 second. Oh, thanks for the kind words, Bruce. I appreciate you. I'm back, guys. On the long side, well, we have now broken the 15-minute bullish, so if we don't take this high, we can look for... When you break it bearish, you break it bearish here. You pull the high, so the low would be down here. If we don't break this high first, then we could see us coming back down to this 15-minute order block, which is actually also confluent with the golden pocket. We'll just mark this demand out. This is a key area to watch on like 88.2. I really hope we don't come down here before taking the high because I really want this this short to play out. I really want this golden pocket short. The last one was really clean, but the last one had like a 1 minute entry, which was like the golden pocket from this 4 hour high down to here. So we've now moved the 4 hour. This is the exact same trade as like shorting here, right? And it even kind of looks similar, just the second reaction wasn't as strong, right? Kind of come up and then you chop, 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 push up to your golden pocket, reject down, go sideways, dump, right? So could we see something similar? Definitely. Does it have to happen? No. We can talk about the soul trade today as well. So We gave out a sold trade earlier. It was based on tapping into the pink box, getting a 3-minute structure break. We came down, we hit TP1 here, 1-to-1, then we went stop to entry. Now, one thing that we could have done differently is whenever we had this 3-minute bullish break of structure, right? So whenever you break the low, if you break the high, we could have moved our stop loss here, but I was a little PTSD for moving my stop loss from the other golden pocket short, so I got stopped out of break even. But you could have done that. You could have also flipped long here as well. You could break out, retest of a trend line. If you did flip long there, let's see, would you still be long? Yeah, you'd still be long. You haven't had any 3-minute bear breaks yet on Solana either. What about on Bitcoin? Do we have some 3-minute structure we could break? So we do have some 3-minute structure that we could break. It looks like we had a 2-minute structure breaks at the highs. Yeah, we did. We had a 2-minute structure break. So you come up here, 2-minute structure break here, fail to sweep it. That would be crazy if they don't come back to sweep this. That would be pretty gnarly. I'd prefer 15-minute just because it's like more of a swing trade for me. But the levels kind of remain the same all week. This is kind of a boring week because we haven't really done that much. Like the Sunday stream, we were here, and the Tuesday stream, we're basically in the same spot, right? Like Sunday we were here, Tuesday we're here. So there isn't really that much to talk about in terms of like changing levels and things like that. So does anyone have any questions about anything Bitcoin's doing or about this range or about what trade we're looking for right now? This trade's also in the Sunday market pulse that we're looking at. This is kind of the first one to hit. Also, make sure you put an alert down here at 88 too. Thanks for this. Thanks for the dodgy. What's up, Joey? How's it going? How are altcoins doing? This 886. Okay. So 4-hour structure on ETH is actually pretty close as well. In order to break the 4-hour bullish on ETH, you don't have to break above 30.69. Didn't sweep the low. You get your break of structure on this here. You break structure, 382 it looks like, up you go. You pull the highs, you SFP the low, SFP entry on ETH, nice. And you go up. SFP, take the high. Or wait a second, did this break this broke after. No, this wasn't even SFP. Low, come back down and test your lows. And you finally take that, you take that here, move your strong low here. Or no, sorry, move your strong low here. You come down. Man, you haven't even gotten a bear break on ETH. ETH has been behaving. You might get one now. If you're long on ETH, you don't really have to be worried unless you break 3,000. If you break 3,000, you have a JPOW up at the 886, which is a little bit concerning, but until then, I mean, ETH looks good. You have a 4-hour break of structure if you can just come up 2% on ETH, which is not bad. Yeah, this is what I would be watching on ETH. If you end up getting this, you can take a short to come attack some of all of the liquidity in here. There's a lot of liquidity in there to come be taken. But we got to break structure first. This has just been a machine ever since the 15-minute structure was broken at the lows here. It's just been chop solidation and up. Do you think it's possible that we actually won't go down to like 80K again in the next 2 weeks like everyone predicts these days? I mean, I can tell you what would need to happen. So, in order to not go down there, Bitcoin has to break 91. If Bitcoin can break 91, then we're back in like a bullish 4-hour trend. But until then, I think you're better operating on the assumption that it is going to go down there until it proves to you that it is not. That would be my advice. My advice would be assume that this weak low will be taken until Bitcoin can prove itself innocent by breaking structure bullishly on the 4-hour. Alright, is there any other coins you guys want to look at? I struggle with the re-entry. Could you go over a couple examples on Sol today? I missed the early long. The early long. Let's take a look. The early long. Are you talking about the long down here? Wait, no, that was on Sunday. Hold on. Today. So 15-minute structure gets pulled here, then it breaks here, and then you're not breaking your 15-minute structure. So like 15-minute structure breaks bullish here, but the low is actually here because we took this out and then formed another low. So you know that it's bearish if we break here, right? So it'd be your bearish consolidation. So what do you get then? You get golden pocket retrace. Golden pocket retrace. You come back in, you take a new high, right? That moves the strong low here. We'll just keep moving this. Right. So then your strong low is here. Then you set a high, and then you set a new low, and then you SFP that high, which brings your new low from down here up to here, which means you're bullish on Sol really unless this breaks. So there's a couple entries that you could have. There's like the golden, oh, we already have that on there. There's a golden pocket entry that we were talking about before. And really, you're not bearish on Sol unless this breaks, which still has failed to happen. So you're still in a 15-minute uptrend on Sol. So like the closer you can get to the invalidation point here, the better the long. And you can zoom in on smaller time frames and like try to get in on market structure breaks on smaller time frames. But your 15-minute was bullish all day. Like, yeah, like there's a 3-minute break of structure here, golden pocket retest before we go up, and then come back straight back down. But really, when the 15 minutes bullish like this and you're just running, like you can use Yeah, like the 50 EMA cross the 200, buy underneath the 200, right? That's a good strategy for hopping on trend. Just make sure you know where your invalidation is, or just get in anywhere at the lows of this range with your stop loss underneath the strong low. But yeah, it's bullish. It's bullish until 15-minute structure breaks, which right now, in order for that to happen, you would need to come attack this high, right? Or you got to come all the way back down. Let's see. So you take that high here, then your strong low moves to here. So your strong low's here, then you take that, and your strong low moves to here. Yeah, so right now, your strong low on your 15-minute is right here. So if you're pulling like and this is if we don't take the high. So if we take the high, then your strong low moves to like right here. Ooh, we reclaimed 126. I like that. You guys know I love this 126 level. We rejected perfectly off of that when we took the short. That was one of the reasons I liked it. But now we flipped 126 to support. Where's our next level? 158. Not necessarily that we're going there, guys, but it's just the next support level that I have. But yeah, you could look for a retrace back into like 125, kind of maybe retest this trend line somewhere in this golden box here, and then your stop loss underneath 123. But yeah, the 15-minute is bullish on Sol, which is nice. If we can kind of break out of this downtrend and get going, that would be nice. Well, what you don't want to see is an SFP of this high, because if you SFP this high, you set up for a break of structure, which should take you down. It's a JPOW, kind of a little above the golden pocket. It was after the pump and dump after New York. So, oh, yeah, bro, I can tell you that entry. So we had a 3-minute JPOW, right? So we took a short, or was it a 5-minute? I think it was a 5-minute. Yeah, so we took a short off this 5-minute JPOW right here, right? You close below. You get your SFP, bearish SFP into your bearish break of structure. So if you're looking for where to long, this is kind of what I talk about, guys. So like in an uptrend, right? Bearish breaks, and it's a 15-minute uptrend, right? Bearish breaks are just opportunities for you to come down and break your structure back bullish to get long and target the high. So when we broke bearish here, we set a high, we set a low, and then we broke that high. This would be your entry for a long, right? This would have been your, and my internet actually went out today, so I wasn't able to update you guys from this. So I'm glad I got like that move stop loss to entry update out, but this would have been nice to catch, right? So you could have been trailing your stop loss behind 5-minute structure, and whenever it breaks back bullishly here, this would be the entry stop loss under here, TP1 here, and let it ride. But is that what you're talking about? This entry here after the pump and dump for New York? You're talking about right here? Of course, Bruce. Always happy to help. $157 for silver would be crazy, bro. What's up, Nikola Tesla? All right, is there anything else you guys want to look at? Is Bitcoin going to take these highs? Yeah, Bar, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Spirited. If Bitcoin fails to break 4-hour structure and makes a new 4-hour low or goes to the daily low, you would anticipate that altcoins would get absolutely smacked about. This is a really important level for Bitcoin to see if bulls can push through this. Yeah, Bitcoin's 4-hour strong high is at 91,000. That's correct. If we break 91,000, we get to have a celebration party. We get to kill Boo Boo again. We should do a poll for how we should kill Boo Boo if 91,000 breaks. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. With a bar of silver. I love that. I wish I would have put that on there. How do I send my stream to someone? Like, do any of you guys know? Like, if I wanted to send my stream to Alex's. I wonder if I can do that. How do I raid someone? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I am but a wee streamer. I do not know how to do that. Redirects from your channel. Go to YouTube Studio settings, live redirects, add your channel URL, or enable. No, but how do I send my stream over there? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Go to YouTube Studio. Yeah, it is subscribed to his. Type Gemini and ask. Yeah. I mean, I can just tell you guys to go over and watch Alex. Add the redirect, click edit, live control room, customization. Redirect is more clear. Yeah. Yeah. There's going to be 0 people left in the stream by the time I redirect this. Okay, this is way too complicated for me. Yo, just go over to Alex's channel and just put in the chat that Wave Cipher sent you. Alright guys. Hey, it was great to see all you guys as always. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you go watch Alex. As always, guys, my name is Wave Cipher. Much love. Trade safe. Wave Cipher out. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And I'll figure this redirect shit out. Later.